Hi, I'm Oginga, Carr, CEO of Epiphany Consulting, LLC, and I want to welcome you to another Aha Monday. Thank you and welcome back again for another Aha Monday. Thank you so much, first of all, for all of the wishes from last week, when we were talking about visualization and the communication that we had back on that. That was amazing that you guys continue to keep communicating back to me, talking to me about those different things that you are visualizing. What is it? Where is it that you're going to be 6 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now? Step into that greatness that you have there. Step into that greatness that you have to be able to do so. And so we're so thankful about that. It is November the 10th. And so we are moving on. Only a couple of more weeks here before Thanksgiving, before the holiday time, before things slow down in our lives. Or do they have to? Do they have to slow down? I want us to think about that. Is it about the slow down now? I know at many of our jobs, it starts to slow down around Christmas, unless you're in retail, which it starts to get really crazy. But it starts to slow down in many office jobs where people are thinking about the end of the year and they're kind of scattered and different things along those lines. But first things first, what we're doing here is we're building a team. What's the name of our team? It's called Team Crushing It. What are we crushing? We're crushing those obstacles that are in front of our goals. We're knocking those down. We're crushing those timelines. We're getting there faster than we ever imagined that we actually would get there. And we're really just crushing life. And so I'm so excited to have so many people with our team, looking at the different tools that we have, working with us. We're working with so many new clients. It really is amazing to be able to work with all the clients that we have and to be able to do so. And so we're so very, very thankful for that. And I always want to thank you for taking a part and letting us be a little bit a part of your Monday or part of your week as far as taking a look at the videos that we put out. So last week we talked about visualization. Where is it that you visualize yourself? This week we're talking about flex. And so when we're talking about flexing, am I talking about flexing as far as that, going back to my old football days and doing that and being able to be flexible or whatever? What I'm actually talking about actually does go back to that some. When we are pushing, are we pushing ourselves to the max? Are we flexing our muscles and stretching as far as it is that we possibly can go? Are we getting our best out of ourselves? Are we flexing ourselves? And see, I got to think about this myself because I find many times that I'm working on something and I'm like, man, if I had taken a little bit of extra time, if I had started on this a little earlier, if I had done those things there, it would be this much greater. And so in order to really step into our greatness, in order to be as great as it is that is possible for ourselves, we've got to flex. We've got to flex our muscles and stretch and push as hard as possible. I always noticed that when you get ready, when you're lifting weights in football, if you lift a heavier weight and you push it up one time, then you can take a lower weight and push it up multiple times because you know that you have it within you in order to be able to do so. So when we're reaching out for our goals, are we setting little minimum goals? Are we saying that I just want to be able to get this done, this little thing right here, just this little thing and be able to knock it out, making it that low hanging fruit, as we like to talk about, where we just snatch it down and it's easy? Or are we thinking about something that makes us flex, that gets us excited? See, a real goal gets you excited. It's something that if you accomplish that, then you've done something amazing. So that's the thing. What is it that we can do that's amazing? What is it that we can do to take to that next level to be able to get there? That is what we're thinking about when we're talking about flexing. What is it that we're going to be able to flex our muscles and think about how we can get to that next spot? So that can be a 6-month goal. Now, this doesn't mean that we do something that is not conceivable. If we say we're going to make $200 million by next week, then unless you have a winning Mega Millions or Powerball ticket in your hands, that's probably not going to happen. But what we want to do something is that's slightly outside of our grasp so that we actually have to flex and get there. So that we actually have to flex and figure out how is it that we're going to get there and be able to do so? So be able to stretch to do so. So what is it that we're doing to make ourselves stretch that's going to excite us, that says, okay, man, we got to step here, we got there. See, that's when life is wonderful. When we really have those things that excite us, that make us want to move, that do so. So that's the reason why relationships are so awesome when you first get started, because you're like, oh, I'm just getting to know this person. Oh, these are new things. Then you feel like that they get stale when they're older, but you know what it is? You're not flexing far enough. You're not saying, what is it that we can take and go further? It's the same things in our jobs and in our work. So our personal relationships spill over there. So I want you to think about this week. What muscles are you going to flex? What is it that you're going to get to? What is it that we're going to stretch that's further a little bit? That's scary. It can be a little bit scary because you know what? I take on goals all the time that are scary because I want to be able to figure out how to get there, because when you get there, it really is sweet. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do so. And so share that with me on our platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. We're all over the social media landscape. There's no way not to be able to find me. I have a really original name, so it's really easy to find me as well. Oginga Carr. So you can find me at ogingacarr.com. You can email me directly. It's directly to my own email at oginga@ogingacarr.com. I'll definitely talk back with you there. And so we want to be able to think about what is it that we're flexing on? What is it that we're going to do it? Share with me. Have an awesome week, and we will see you again. Bye-bye.